Hello everyone. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. This is Hakim from Forward School. Yes, awesome. So everyone can hear me. All right. So yeah, without further ado, let me welcoming everyone to our first ever Learn With Forward. And again, for those who doesn't recognize me, I'm Hakim. Oh wait, let me take off my mask. So everyone, this is Hakim from Forward School. So I'm the producer for class and workshop at Forward School, and this is our first session for Learn with Forward, where today's session is about teachable machine, a tools by Google that that allow people to train their own AI. Uh, I would say rather easily and quickly for those who are interested to learn about AI. All right. So yeah. So for those who are new here and doesn't know who is Forward School and what we are doing, so I will just do a bit screen sharing to show to introduce what is Forward School, so everyone can have a better understanding where we're coming from and what we are doing before we start our session. Where our instructor is here today with me. I will invite him after this. Okay, don't worry. So allow me to share my screen quickly. Screen. All right. I hope everyone can see my screen at the moment. Yeah. So again, we are from Forward School. Uh, let me see the chat. All right, can see. So we are Forward School. So it's a leading school of new technologies. So in Forward School, what we are teaching, we are focusing only on one thing, which is technology and new technology, especially in software and also a little bit of hardware. And for those who want to know what we are doing, we try to create a new generation of tech talent, because right now in the world, as our pandemic going on, a lot of a job being laid off, and especially for low skill worker that rely on physical present, tech talent have been the demand for tech talent have been rising, especially at this time. And tech talent, furthermore, is much more flexible. You can work from home, and a lot of work can be done from home. So you can say even before the pandemic, tech talent was on demand. With the new technology, Uber, Google, Apple, everyone are adding more technology and digitalize almost a lot of businesses. So a lot of tech talent have been high in demand for even, I think, 5 or 10 years. So that's why we in Forward School we foresee that Malaysia we need a lot of talent if we want to be competitive with other country. So we need to have a tech talent first before we have a unicorn like Grab, Gojek, or Uber, like any other big company, big tech company. All right. So that's why we have a Forward School. We want to create a next generation of tech talent. And what specialized about us is we focusing on real in demand employability skill, which means is if you are in tech, if you are do some programming, you know that in programming things move really fast. Today we are using this programming language. Next day we are using different language. So in our school, we have a flexibility to change our syllabus along the way. And further after this, I will share you guys about a little bit about our program in our school. And then also our syllabus is co-created with a seasoned industry practitioner. So our syllabus is corrected by the the practitioner in the industry. So that means the people that actually writing code for Grab, for Uber, for Apple. So we get feedback from them to craft our syllabus with the latest technology like React, like Flutter, like Angular JS, and many more, and Node.js, and many more. And then we also want to create a exciting global tech career pathway. Like I say, tech talent are very flexible. You can live in Malaysia, but you can work for Apple in US, for example, because they are very flexible and we communicate. Majority of tech talent, especially programmer and designer, can communicate just through remote, like what we have right now, through conference or video call. So we try to bring this exciting global tech career pathway to Malaysia, to young Malaysia, to talent in Malaysia to have access to this kind of pathway, career pathway. All right, then, so right now we have a three main program. So first we have our upcoming, our next intake for applied deep learning, which is on next month, November. We open our application for this program. So if you're interested, you can go to our website, like you see right now, or our Facebook page to learn more. And then we also have our software engineering. So this is our flagship program. It's a 2 years, 24 months, and is for those who are, if you are just finished your school, just finished your SPM, and you are really inspired to be a programmer, software developer, app developer, this is for you. It's 2 months. We are focusing on the real skill that all these big technology company like Apple, Google, Grab, that looking. And in this 2 year, you're gonna grab all the necessary skill, and we work with all this kind of big tech company. And then we have our data science, which is we just did our second cohort for our data science this month. We just started early this month for our second cohort. So the application is closed already. But for our applied software engineering, our next intake will be on March. So applied deep learning is next month. If you are interested, you can look furthermore. Our applied software engineering for those who are SPM level, for those students that are really interested to be a software engineer, our next intake on March. You can look for further details in our Facebook page and our website. And our data science, the next will be on April next year. So yeah, look forward, and don't forget to like our Facebook page lah, so you can keep up to date with our current news. All right. And yeah, so like I said, we are trying to focus to develop a tech talent. So these are a few local companies that we are working closely to be part of our hiring partners. So you can see Touch and Go Digital, Superhand for those orders is more into AI related technology. Exabyte for those who are know about web hosting or creating website. Exabyte is quite a big hosting company in Malaysia, or in fact in Southeast Asia. And also we have Citron for those who are in school, learn about Arduino or Uno Maker. Most likely you guys know what is who is Citron. Also is a base in Malaysia, but also widely known in Southeast Asia as well. And we also Easy Store, Vitrox. Vitrox is manufacturing company in Penang, but right now they are moving into Industry 4.0. So in Industry 4.0, there's another story. If you ask me, but it's more or less tech related. And then we have also SkyMind, is a deep learning or computer vision, and which quite related. They are AI company and quite related to what we're gonna showcase today is on computer vision as well. And CoinGecko for this one, or Bitcoin. So I don't need to explain everything. You guys can go to Google to look into all this company and what they are doing. And yeah, so another thing that interested about us, for especially for our software engineering program, applied software engineering program, for the 2 years program, we have income sharing agreement. This is a new agreement that allow you to learn first, then you pay your tuition after you get job. So after 2 years, you study with us, you land a good job, and then you pay your fee. So I'm not well versed enough to speak about it, but more or less that's the gist. If you want to learn more, you can go to our website and talk to my colleague Kearney to learn more about our, especially for our applied software engineering program. All right. So that's more or less is what is for our school. We are focused on tech, and if you are someone that really interested to build the next Apple, the next Google, the next Grab, Food Panda, I would say do give us a call, and we can talk how we can help you to be the next founders of this kind of startup and company, or even a talent that work to make this kind of company exist in Malaysia. All right, so I think that's more or less is about for our school. I would like to introduce, let's go back to our topic for today, which is we're gonna learn about teachable machine. And I will invite our speaker today, Nero, to introduce himself and then continue with our program today. Nero.
Hello. Good evening. Can you hear me? Hello. Testing. Yeah, great. Testing. All right. Yeah, okay. I'm Nero. Currently the instructor from the 4th school, and today we're gonna teach you how to reuse the teachable machine. For information, right now I'm working with the for school as an academic instructor, and I'm providing the courses regarding to the data science, data analytics, machine learning, as well as the deep learning related courses. So my experience will be on the computer vision and related experience on the analytics. So today I would like to do some introduction regarding the fundamental of the computer vision courses related. That's why we will use the Teachable machine from Google's, which is very simple, easy to find out easy to get the outcome, which is very related to the deep learning and machine learning. We will go through more details through hands-on. I wish that after today's course, a lot of people, all of you can use your own laptop and desktop to try it out by yourself. It's very easy, code-free, no need to have any coding base. Just go and play around with it for your learning purpose. Okay, let's try it out. Share screen. Okay, no problem. Okay. Here I want to share you the Teachable machine from Google's. So basically, you just go here, Teachable machine. Maybe you open a new tab. You type Teachable machine. Then you can find out Teachable machine with Google.train. So in this Teachable machine, basically we will separate the deep learning into three major categories, which is image project related, audio project related, and post project for three different purposes. So I will go through one by one with all of you during this half an hour sharing section. Okay. So the first thing is image project. For the image project, we always talk about is related to the object classification. So here in this case, I would like to teach you guys how do we train a proper classification system by using the Teachable machine Google engine. Here we have a class 1 and class 2. We will link the system to our current webcam, and we will use the current webcam to upload the image for the training. Also, if let's say you have more information, you can add on further classes for that. But in this case, I will just start with 2 classes. So here I wanted to do a very simple example would be the 2 classes recognition. The first one would be turn on the webcam. I will choose the webcam. Oh yeah. Okay. Check it out.
I think to disable the Zoom one because they cannot. So Zoom we have to disable.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's check it out again. Okay, here's it. So here I would like to use the Teachable machine to train 2 different classes of the object classification. So I will use myself as a sample. The first class I want to set is normal. I would say it's no mask image, which means that I'm standing in front of the camera, and then I will hold to record the image with a no mask for my current image, which is like this. Okay, you just press and hold to capture as many images as you can. In this case, we have captured more than 37 images for the training purpose. Of course, in a real world application, we need more data sample for the deep learning training. But just for learning purpose, I will capture maybe around 50 images for the learning purpose. There's a 50 image of me with the no mask system. The second class I want to let you guys know would be the image with the mask. So in these cases, I will turn on the image and I will put on my mask. I'll put on my mask and let the system to use the camera capture around 50 images of myself with the mask putting in. Of course, if let's say you want to take more image, you are always welcome to add on more classes for that. But in this case, we just focus on 2 images, which is mask and no mask. And after everything is done, just press the training model, and the system will able to train the image as input. Use the 50 image no mask and 50 image with mask as the input to train it. So there's the training details. We set the default setting would be 50 epochs, and then here's the training progress. Generally, it would take just a while because we are using the training engine from Google, and we set learning rate is 0.01 and the batch rate is 16. So here is the previous outcome. Okay. The concept is very simple. Just now we train 50 image with mask and no mask, right? So right now I'm wearing the mask. The system capture my face in this location and this position. It think that I'm not wearing a mask. So that's why they will have 100% a mask because I'm wearing it. But by the time I put off my mask, the output will straight away change to no mask immediately because the image that I put in for training is no mask for the 51 image and mask for 50 image. This is how we use a deep learning concept from teachable machine to get the very simple image classification for 2 different classes. After that, we might able to use the export model we're showing here to export what we have trained just now into a JavaScript or maybe P5.js. There's different way that we can use it based on the TensorFlow. So the common way would be export it in JavaScript so that you can use a JavaScript to call the model that you trained just now. Pretty simple, interesting, right? There's no, in this teachable machine for the image classification, we need not to involve any coding technology, just simple press and hold to capture the simple image. Okay. Next, we move on for the others project, which is audio project. Audio project is the concept is pretty similar with the image, but what makes it different is the data type of the input is different. The previous example I show you is analytic based on the image because we will get the image from the people and analyze all the details and content there. We will go through the deep learning model. Just now is for the image model, but this time is for the audio. The first cases that we want to classify is the audio voice, which is around noise. For the we need to capture the background noise for 20 seconds. Okay, so here we get the Swift microphone to record 20 seconds for the background noise. So I will keep this silence for 20 seconds so that we can get the background noise for the classification. Okay, here we have for the 20 seconds of the microphone recording background noise. After this, we press the extract sample. Then here we have about 20 samples of the audio of the background noise. The next thing is we want to capture our voice as a different input compared to a background noise. In this case, I might use very simple. I will use hello as a greeting for our cases. And then we turn on the microphone to record the hello voice for the different classes input. We will use perhaps hello, and then we press extract. We get 2 audio data, and then we need more about that. Hello, hello. Hello world. Hello world. Hello. Okay. So here we get 8 audio sample as a minimum for the training. Right now, after we get the first cluster of the background noise, and then we get the second cluster of the hello, then we have a minimum requirement for the data sample for us to do training. But in the real world application, we might need more data for a proper and reasonable training. Obviously, 8 sample of the audio is not enough for real application, but it will be good enough for us in the education teaching purpose. So don't worry about that. We just press the training model here. Okay, and the system will analyze and put all the input data as a training model to get us the output. So this is how it looks like. Before we talk about this, we're gonna to mention some of the detail regarding to a training. A lot of people might curious, will it be too simple? Then I just press the training button, everything done automatically for us. Of course, there's a lot of complicated and complex theory behind that. But right now, Google made everything very simple for us. We can simply set the information that we want for training. So in these cases, what we can adjust is the epochs. What do you mean that epochs? Here we show the explanation of the epochs, which means that one epoch is the meaning of each and every sample in a training data set that have fit through a training model at least once. So in this case, we set the epochs to 50. So which means the model that we are training right now already walked through the entire training data set for 50 times. Generally, when we get a higher epochs, we will have a higher performance of the model because we can predict the data more accurately when we increase the epochs for the training. Okay, this is a general concept. In these cases, we set the epochs at 50, and that's why we can train the system. The system already trained under 50 epochs. Okay, so this is the input. This is the preview model that we get it right now. When we turn on the model here, if I don't talk anything, the background will increase. See, if let's say I say hello, the hello, the output will increase because they recognize that I'm talking about hello. So this is a very simple concept for the voice recognition between the hello and the between the background and hello. Of course, we can have a lot of things that to adjust, which is the overlapping factor. So here we show the information regarding to the overlapping factor. Overlap factor is how frequent the last second of the audio tested against the model that we have made. So if the overlap is 0, the audio will always classify by every second. And every lapping of 0.5, audio will classify every half second. So this is a way that for a system to classify how long for the audio that you wanted to take as an input for the training model for classification. So similar things that you can add on more classes for further analytic and application. We have more. You can play around with with more voice recognition project with this simple teachable machine. The next thing is the exploit model, which is very similar to what we mentioned just now, which is regarding to the TensorFlow. The teachable machine over here is a JavaScript. Here is the detailed information regarding the JavaScript model. We will tell you that how could you use the JavaScript recognition function and how to link this system with the Google engine or that with the JavaScript. Also, you can able to press the download button to download the model to your offline and use this model offline for your personal purpose. Okay, here we go back. Okay, here I want to talk, there's more models coming in. Here I want to show you one of the very fantastic model which called is a post project. Post project is the third model that we wanted to talk about. Post project is look similar to image, but it also deal with the webcam. But actually, it's a lot of things different from it. Let me turn on the webcam for the post project. Okay. Post project, they are dealing with the post capture of a human being. It doesn't care regarding to who you are, and they doesn't care who you are because it doesn't get the detail from the image, but instead they get the motion of your body move. Just like when I'm staying here, they know the position of my eyes, my ears, my nose, and then where's my shoulder, my left and right arm. Okay. Even those are changed to other people's, as long as the posture is correct, the system is able to provide a correct outcome for that. So this way we call it post prediction system. It's really different compared to the image classification. So we're gonna play around this post this post schedule function and see how it's going on. The first one I will say, maybe I would say put on my left hand. Okay. The first class I want to set is put on my left hand, which means that I'm going to record the image that I'm putting on my left hand. Let the system understand that this is the posture for these classes. Okay, this is how it looks like. Maybe more than that, 50. Okay. Here we have 50 image regarding to the left hand classification for that. And then after this, I wanted to add on more regarding to another classes. I would say another class is normal, which means that I just sit down in front of the camera. I don't turn on and I don't put on my hand, just let the system to record a normal sitting posture. Okay, here we're done. After this, we can play around with the third classes. For the third classes, when we play around, we can add on another new things, which mean right hand. We add on the right hand for that. So we try to give a naming of right hand for the classes and press the webcam to turn on the webcam and record the image when we put on when I put on my right hand. Okay. Okay. Here we have 50 image regarding to my right hand. So right now we already have an image for 50 normal, 50 left and 50 right. Then we're going to turn on for the training models. Okay. After we press the training button, the Teachable machine will get all the information for these 3 different classes put into the training model for training. And in default, we'll set the epochs to 50. 50 epochs is like what I mentioned to you. Every epoch, 50 epoch means that the entire data will go through the training data set for 50 times to get a proper training model. When the epochs is go larger, normally we'll have a high accuracy on that. Second, I want to talk is the batch size. Batch size means how big the set of sample that we want to put in one iteration of the training. Currently, we have 50 image for left, 50 image normal, and 50 for right. How many image do you want to put in for the training at one shot? So I said right now will be 16, which means that 50 image will split into the group of 16, another group of 16, and they will go for every iteration one by one. This means the data set will be split into 50 divided by 16 in my cases, equal to maybe 3 batches plus for that. So all the batches are fitting through the model except one epoch will be treated. Normally, we will always recommend you to set the batch size equal to the number. Normally, we will suggest you to set the batch size which is divisible based on the sample. In these cases, we have 50 image. So the suitable batch size should be around 10, because 50 divided by 10, we can get 5 batch size, which is reasonable. It's always based on how many sample you have for you to set the batch, set the batch size. The other thing we want to talk about is the learning rate. Learning rate means that they will get a small difference in the average epochs, and then when they have a huge effect on when they have a huge effect, they will able to know that huge effect on how well your model learn. By the time you turn on a higher learning rate, which means that the model will grow rapid and faster in terms of learning. But beware that because sometimes when the learning rate is too high, your model cannot be consistent because it cannot reach to a stable training performance. So normally we set the learning rate around 0.01 or 0.001. This is the standard for the learning rate. Okay. After we do all the training explanation, here we have the model of the trained model. We get it from the teachable machine. And as I'm sitting in front of that, the normal is triggered as 100%. But when I put on my left hand, you can see that my posture right now was become 100% of left hand because they know that I'm putting on my left hand. When I put it down, put on my right hand, they will trigger another posture, which is right hand posture. Because the system will know that I am putting on my right hand, and all this is based on my my body posture, all the points showing here, Okay. Right now, I would like to let the other people to test the similar function. This is for us to show that even those the other people who are sitting in front of the camera, the system will still able to trigger the similar output, even though we change the people who in front of the camera. So maybe I will invite Hakim here for another testing. Okay, by the time Hakim put on the left hand, the system will able to trigger the left hand model as well. At the same time, even to change the people, they're still able to detect correctly regarding where's the position of the eyes, with the position of the nose, and also the position of the ears. Okay, let's try to put on the right hand. Here is it. This is because the system, they get the information on the body posture. It doesn't depend on the method, but it depends on where to be located of your body posture. This technology would be used more in the security factor to determine any suspension motion of the people, whether they are hanging around, whether they're trying to break the door. Use their motion to analyze whether is there any suspension movement from the other people. So once we done everything and I try to do a testing whether is there anything is valid or not. After doing this, then we will know whether your model is valid. If let's say everything done, you can press the export model here. Same cases, you can choose to download everything in JavaScript, or perhaps you can use the shareable link to share to others and press the download button so that you can download all the related information from the teachable machine to your local and then use it for your own application. Of course, this one is linked to the API getting from Google. We will use this you can use this for your own purpose learning and self-learning. This is pretty simple and interesting as no code free for this project. Everybody is always can go to this teachable machine with google.com to play around with this technology. It's pretty simple and easy. Okay. So here we introduce all the 3 teachable machine project model from the Google, from the teachable machine. Of course, if let's say in the future you want to build your own project, it's always welcome for you to add on another project that you have built out to put in your Google Drive for own testing purpose. This is a new project default, and I believe that as the time goes on, more and more projects will come in for us to have easy learning and kickstart for the teachable machine. Okay. So hope you guys enjoy the teachable machine and we can learn more from the Google teachable machine in the future. So after this, I will try to invite Hakim back here to explain more on the For School to others, to all the audience.
Hello everyone. So yeah, I'm back. My mouse. Okay. Yeah, so just now we learned about teachable machine. I'm not sure how you guys feel. Is it difficult? Is it easy? Can you guys let me know in the chat so I can know what you guys' opinion on regarding this. So do you think AI is easy to implement, or what will happen if Hakim do some weird post? Oh, okay. For question, okay, we will cover the question after this. So before that, before we jump to Q&A session, okay, cool stuff, applicable, okay, interesting. Yeah, so I think teachable machine is one of few things that we found at Forward School. We do a lot of program we get related to AI, and we aware that AI is very difficult, especially if it doesn't have technical background. And when we found out about teachable machine, it's really hard for those who doesn't really understand about the mathematic background or calculus background, how to train model, how to do machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, and etc. Teachable machine is a good approach for you to understand how it works. And if you found out it's something that you really like, you can go further and learn more. We have a lot of resources. Even if our school, we have resources for you to kickstart in machine learning, especially for our upcoming program, which is a deep learning computer vision, which is about a 2-month program that focus on computer vision, like we did for image recognition that Nero and show, and also post project as well. So that is related to computer vision, where we give the computer the ability to see. So that's so to take this opportunity, I will just share with you guys a little bit about our upcoming deep learning program. So just let me pull out my slide. My Zoom gone. Oh, it's here. Okay, excuse me. Okay, let me share. Yeah, so next month, November, we have applied deep learning program, and it's a 8-week part-time intensive program to focus on computer vision. And this program is for those who are really keen to learn about computer vision. But if you just want to try or get started with computer vision, you have teachable machine to get into and learn to create your own computer vision. And then let's say you are really interested with that kind of topic and you want to learn more to be, I don't know, change your career into deep learning, I'm not sure, to computer vision, to AI, we have a program, and one of it is our upcoming lah. Because after this program, our upcoming related program will be on April. So this year, this is the last program related to AI courses that we're gonna run. All right. Yeah, so a little bit about this program. This program we collaborate with Certified by SkyMind, which is one of our hiring partner, and they are leading company in the world that focus on computer vision, and they work closely with S&P 500 company and also big company. Like mostly they are more B2B or business to business solution, and they are focused on computer vision. They have this what we call DL4J, deep learning for Java. For this one, doesn't know what is Java. Java is one type of computer programming language that widely used in enterprise level. So that's about this program, and you can see this information that you gain a clear understanding about AI and machine learning, and just now we see how it works, and in this program you learn in detail what the calculation, what the technique, what the method are being used. And then there's a little bit about the program. And then the curriculum. So we have a 6 module. So this is what you're going to learn. And I would just like to remind that we also have a certified engineer in computer vision exam. This also we collaborate. This exam actually by SkyMind. And for those who are pass the exam, actually, they will offer anyone that passed the exam a job offer with minimum salary of 4K. So if you are interested to change your career into AI, probably this is a good opportunity for you to get started. And if you're wondering how much this program cost, is the cost fee is 8,800 for 2 months program. I know it sounds a lot. It's true. We totally understand that. But what you get for this price is full length, full day training classes in Forward School, certification by Forward School, and certified by SkyMind. And also we also have a preparation module, because this program is quite I wouldn't say it's beginner friendly, but it's quite intensive. And you also get 1 free exam voucher. Actually, the exam is actually costs $300. But if you join our program, we're gonna give you a free exam voucher. This means you can take the exam for free after you go down with our training. And we also so like I say, if you pass the exam, you get a job placement guaranteed by SkyMind with starting salary of 4K. Yeah, and let's say we understand it's expensive. That's why we try our best to figure out some funding option for those who are really keen, especially for working adult that somehow interested to go into dive into this pathway of tech. We have a scholarship program. So we have scholarship program for AI at our school. We have scholarship women in AI scholarship and for school AI scholarship. Uh, so you either receive 100% discount toward tuition for this program, or you get partial, or yeah. So our committee will decide on it. So that's one of the options. You can apply now. I would suggest to apply as soon as possible because we usually have a lot of application on scholarship, so it takes time to process. So if you apply as soon as possible, you can find the link and information in our website. And then we also allow monthly installment plan if you want to do installment. And let's say you are working with MNC or big company that have HRBF, you can also use our program is HRBF programmable. That's when you can talk to your HR that if you are interested to this program, and they can tap into HRBF fund. Especially during this time, HRBF give a lot of grant and fund to retrain and upskill worker. And you can learn more of our school deep learning website. And I say scholarship deadline will be ended by 13 November, and application deadline on 20 November. So especially for you, for those who want to apply to get our scholarship, especially for our full scholarship, apply it as soon as possible because we usually have a lot of application. And yeah, after that, after you apply, I will call each one of you to talk about whether this program is suitable for you or not. All right. So that's just the upcoming program. I just want to share about it. If you're interested, you can go to our website to learn more. And let's move on to our Q&A, because I believe a lot of people want to know ask questions. So let's say a few questions that we have here. So we have question from Howie. So what will happen if Hakim do some weird post? I believe this one is related to the postnet project, right? So what will be happening?
Let me check it. Okay, what happened? You Hakim do some weird posts. Okay. Of course, if let's say Hakim do some weird posts, out of the training, the system will not be predicted successfully because it's under model. Because this is the posture analytics system. In our real application, we will put as more classes as we can to get all the suspension posture analytic. Not only just put on left hand, right hand. Perhaps we have a normal sitting, standing. We have two hands, both hands put on, and then all these things will be analytic through the posture analytic models for the further purpose. In these cases, since the training is not incompleted, when when Hakim do some weird poses, of course they won't trigger any classes out of these three, or maybe three classes trigger at the same time because it's out of the training model. This will be the outcome. Let's check with another question.
Another question. Make it really easy and showcase the power of the learning. Oh, it's not a question. So anyone, if you have any question, you can put it now. We have 10 minutes. So let's use our time. If you have any other question about this, the one that Nero showed just now. Oh yeah, just I'm curious. So
Yes.
you mentioned that in the postnet, right? So anyone can, it will recognize, if like even if you or me, they will recognize. But in the image segmentation, you make it sound like if like say you train with your image, like your face, it won't recognize me.
Yes, correct. This is a difference between the image classification and the posture capture, because the first project we go through is trained based on all the information of the image. The system will know how's my face look like, whether I'm putting on a mask or not. They will get all the detail regarding to my face. But we go for the third project that we go through just now. The system will not care who you are, as long as you got your nose, you got your eyes, you got your ear, and you have your hands moving on and the shoulder. Then the system will will do the post gesture analytic based on that.
I see. So I will say that the image recognition is they analyze the pixel, is it?
Yes, correct.
I
Actually,
see.
it's not only the pixel. It based on the information for a pixel, they will extract more further computer vision details from that.
like where's the edge, where is the shape, where's the corner, where's the corner, what is the changes between the RGB, the light
Color.
intensity, the color information, all these things they will get it as a parameter put into a deep learning network for further training.
I see.
We weren't able to explain what is the exact video that extract from by the computer because it's deep learning. They won't tell other people what is the information detail they want to extract out, but they will get the outcome that what we want.
Understood. Okay, so yeah, we got a question from Lishan about the courses. Any precondition to sign up? Okay, so for the applied deep learning program, we do have some kind of a pre-equation. We need you, if you have experience in programming either Python or Java, it really added benefit. But if you doesn't have, you can still sign up. We have a preparation course before you join the first class. That's why encourage for those who want to apply it fast, because before the first class start on 21st of November, I can enroll you to our preparation class. We have in our learning portal, we have courses that also developed by Skyman or even Nero as well. He also have a video there that you can learn from what he will his video. He will show you the basic of machine learning and AI. So if you are really interested, I will say, as for now, you just apply. Then I will call you and we're gonna talk further whether it's fit or not. So don't worry about the prerequisite first, because later on we're gonna talk to you. I am personally gonna talk to you and asking about whether is this program actually fit for you. So don't worry in that regard. If unfortunately you have a doesn't have enough background, I will suggest you to go the preparation course first lah. So that's the thing. Yep, don't worry. I will once you apply, I will talk to you. If hi, I know is it available training on object detection model? So I will say Jun Ji Lim. So you are referring to the teachable machine?
Okay, object detection model. In the real application, actually, for the object detection model, we can split into different categories. What we're doing just now, we call is object classification model, which means we classify whether my face is appear in front of the camera or not. This is what we call object classification model. It classifies whether I'm wearing a mask or I'm not wearing a mask based on the image. When we talk about object detection model, the word detection means that I'm not only detect whether I am I'm in front of the camera or not. The system need to crop out my face where I am from the image. That's why we call it an object detection model. Of course, for school, we have the classes regarding to the object detection. Yes, we have the training for that. But currently, it is not available for the teachable machine. Teachable and machine is teach us for the object classification, but not object detection. The detection always means that, for example, like right now, I'm running an object detection system for the current frame. The system will be able to find where is my face, and then they will have a bounding box crop my face out. They know how the face look like and find out the location of the face. That's why it's detection. This is available in 4 school classes, but not in the teachable machine yet.
So in teachable machine, object detection is the model is doesn't exist yet. So it's limited to just the 3 things that we do just now. Is image, sounds, and post capture. So question, when is the next take for data science? For our data science will be April 2021. So it's quite long because our latest intake, which is early this month, is already started. So yeah, so the last program that we have for this year is next month, applied deep learning. If you want to interested with data science, maybe you can apply first. I will talk to you, and then I can reach out to you back to next year. Scholarship for working adult. Yes, the scholarship is for working adult. It's actually we are not limited to by age for this program, but especially if you are working adult, we are really encourage you, because this is more focused on to upskill. If let's say your company want to adopt like computer vision, this is something that you the skill that you want to pick up. What is the actual application in current issue? Any valid example to Malaysian market? Okay, interesting. So is it related to maybe when you can explain further what you mean by current issue? it's quite vague. We doesn't really understand. But let's move on to next question first. Hanafi, can I join the deep learning program if I have coding background? I learned C++ last time in college, but for some more, but I forgot that already. All right, Hanafi, if you have a programming background, that's good. But since you are C++, I think programming language more or less is similar. It's just a different syntax, different spelling and structure, but the concept behind it is similar. But if you are really have the motivation to pick up the new programming language, especially Java and Python, we really encourage. I would say just apply first, and see how we're gonna fix whether you are still. I will tell you the detail about the program, and we're gonna talk whether it's suitable for you or not. Out of curiosity, do you teach Intel Reno at Forward School?
Cool question. Right. There's a lot of AI kit that we can use for the deep learning purpose. We have Python default library for the deep learning purpose. We can teach Keras TensorFlow. Then we also have there's some of them with prefer to use the NVIDIA JSON for that. Some of them prefer to use Intel Reno kit for that. There's a lot of in the world. There's a lot of ready development kit for us. In the Forward School, right now we are focusing on the fundamental to use the Python, to use the TensorFlow and Keras for the build up the fundamental on that. Once you get the fundamental, and then when you move on for the developer and the deployment, you can choose whether you wanted to go for the Intel Reno for the development deployment purpose, or you can choose whether you want to go for the NVIDIA JSON Nano for development purpose. Because this kind is a higher level deployment, higher level developer and deployment. It would be so difficult compared to build on fundamental. We are planning to explain more regarding to this application with Intel and NVIDIA courses in the future in Forward School.
All right. Next question. How will the program be conducted? Will be a real-time data to practice for the program? Okay, relation for the applied deep learning program. So it will be a physical classes, but if you are not from Penang, we do accommodate remote learner. We have our facility is accommodate for remote learner. We have all the facility, camera and equipment that to help remote learner. Especially, in fact, our last cohort, half of them is actually remote learner. So yeah, you is possible if you are not in Penang, you can still join the program. But if you are in Penang, we really encourage you to come, because at our school we still believe that physical classes of human touch in learning is still number one. But then the pandemic is here. We totally understand everyone situation, so that's why we are still able to accommodate remote learner. All right. Oh yeah, so thank you all for reminding. So for who asked the, yeah, if you, for those who are asking the data science next cohort, yeah, let's for our public cohort, yeah, will be next April. But let's say if you have a lot of people, let's say if you can get 10 of your friends that interested with data science, we can help set up a cohort just specially for you. But you can just reach out to me or to us in our website or our Facebook, and we can talk further about it. And yeah, this is workable. If you are really interested and really keen, we can help you out. Just do talk to us, and we're gonna figure out how we can help you out. All right. Okay, for the page posture detection, I think this is Bunyu. So the current implementation for the posture detection in Malaysia.
Okay. In Malaysia, the posture detection will be more on security and surveillance purpose. Some of the company, if not mistaken, some of the company they already use a posture detection for two different purposes. One of them is security surveillance, to check whether is there any people they do lepak in front of your gate. Is there any suspicious motion for them? This is the first thing. The other thing is some people use it for healthcare. If not mistaken, one of the company called SmartPit from Johor and Singapore, they're using this kind of post-schedule predictor system to determine whether is there any falling down happening in the old folks house for the healthcare and hospital. This is for the healthcare purpose and industry. They use the camera to replace a human being, so that the camera can monitor 24 hours to check out is there any emergency falling down from the elders. This would be very benefit if let's say this camera, the smart camera, able to analytic their posture and then tell us immediately, if let's say something emergency happen, like people fall down, like the elder fall down, because normally when the elder fall down, it's very hard for them to raise the emergency information to us.
Yeah, I think that's something that close, especially if you have parents that
Yes, correct.
or grandma or grandparents at home. All right, that's from you. Relation. Yeah. Okay, okay, Relation. All right. So yeah, maybe you can give us a message in our Facebook page, and we get in touch with you. Or yeah, you can leave your contact, or you can just put or apply. I will just call you after that. Nazrikun. The class schedule will be at night. Okay, for our applied deep learning, our class will be full day on weekends. So we have 6 sessions. So that means 3 weekend. So you need to attend. If you cannot attend physically, you can do it remotely. But we'll be starting on 21st, 22nd, and then I believe it's 26, 27, and then the next weekend after that. I forgot the date, but yeah, there's a 3 weekend lah, basically full day and lunch is included lah. Do a fresh graduate have the chance to get the L scholarship? Yes. Especially for fresh graduate, we really encourage, because especially if you are from technical background, we really encourage you to join this program. But the thing is, I will stress out, if you are really keen, we are looking for those who are motivated. So yeah, you can apply, and I'll call you, and we see how we can work for you to get you into the program.
Correct.
We have a few party that actually really helpful, want to get people, especially fresh grad, to gain this skill and contribute to the country by working in TL. Let's say the whole working habit for scholarship. The learning will be done virtually due to the pandemic. Okay, so this also based on the situation. Let's say if you're on Penang, hopefully Penang doesn't have to go through lockdown. We really encourage you to come to the physical classes. That's our stand is not going to be changed. If it's possible to be done physically, we really encourage you to come physically. I mean, we understand your worry, but to the best experience of learning, we still believe that physical will be the best. But if let's say lockdown somehow in Penang, in Georgetown, I don't want it to happen lah. But if that happen, then we might need to resort for remote learning or virtually through online, or we might postpone it a little bit after the lockdown. So this is the worst case. We're gonna figure out how it's going to be happen. But yeah, if you are really keen, apply, and we're gonna talk through this, because we are at our school, we won't force you to come if let's say you are in Selangor and you're staying in lockdown. I mean, we are considerate and flexible in terms of that. But again, our stand is physical class will be still the best learning experience. We believe. Yeah, I'm interested by the price, but I play scholarship. Yeah, we totally understand that the price is high, because this field also still, I would say, rather new. It's not a mature stage yet. It's ongoing there. That's why the price is high, because to get instructor that have the experience, especially in the industry, very difficult, and this will contribute part of the costs lah. And we also have the certification from Skyman as well. So yeah, that's why we have this funding option, that we are figuring out how we can enable people working down fresh grad to join this program as well. Yeah. All right, I don't see any question. I think it's 8:59. Wow, so sharp. So I would like to thank everyone who are joining this program. I saw there's 32 people that's still with us until the end. That's awesome. And again, this is our first time running Learn with Forward. It's a 1-hour session. You will learn a really easy, I wouldn't say easy, practical skill that you can apply at home, like you learn from Teachable machine. After this, I hope if you can go after this session, you can serve Teachable machine and try to make your own. If you can make a video and send to us, I really we want to see it. I want to see it also. If you can make that, you can take a video, short video, send to us, and I want to see it if you whether you can make it or not, whether you posture, image, or even sounds. Let us see it, and we might even share in our Facebook page. All right. Yeah. Yes, you can send to us, or you can post on social media, tag us at For School at Facebook and Instagram as well.
Yes,
all right.
correct.
And I think that's it from me, and thank you for those joining this new format. This is where we're focusing on practical skill that you can apply after you watch this, and then yeah, we're gonna run this every month. So look forward for next month topic, and if you have any idea to suggest for next month, do drop us a message in our Facebook page, our LinkedIn, or even our IG. Maybe we can look into what the topic that you are interested. But we are focusing on things that you can apply after you watch the session. So like this one, you can go back and open
Play
the
around
Teachable
with it.
machine, play around with it, and let us know, or take a video to let us see what you have done. All right. I think that's it for me. Thank you, everyone, and see you next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.